Good afternoon, everybody. How are you? Happy Wednesday. Are you having a lovely day so far? Welcome to CraftStash Live. I am live here with Sam Calcott. She's waiting in the wings to do some fabulous demonstrating for you. And we have a live giveaway, but that's all based around this fantastic new launch. This is a collection from the very popular Creative Craft Products range. Now, you've seen them before, probably. They are exclusive to CraftStash. They are designed in-house, so we have our very, very talented designers working on these collections, and this one is absolutely wonderful. It's so perfect if you're just getting into crafting, if you've lost your mojo, you need a little bit of help with matting and layering. There's lots of different options with these. The versatility is tremendous. Now let's do a very quick hello to you all first of all, because I very often miss this bit and I come back and have to catch up. So I'm on YouTube first of all. Good afternoon to Wendy Clark. She said, ready and waiting, looking forward to this collection and seeing some demos. Hello, welcome to you. Karen Reeves as well. Good morning. She's in the US and she can't wait to see this new collection. Do you know what? I think you're more and more lately getting excited for the Creative Craft Products collections. Now, over the past couple of years, Creative Craft Products, we actually call it CCP to abbreviate it. So I apologise now if I sort of revert back into work mode and say CCP. It's a lot quicker and easier to say. But this brand has been primarily, if I can say that word, your basics. So your matting and layering dies and things like that. But they're kind of exploring more and more into giving you more of your embellishments and different shaped cards and things like that. So it's definitely a brand to keep an eye on, because who knows what's coming in the future. And you're all getting excited for the launches now. Jeanette Morrison, hello to you as well. Leslie's Crafts and Gifts, hi to you too. Julian Godfrey is in, oh, you're on holiday in Austria and you're still tuning in. Thank you so much, we appreciate that. That's lovely, isn't it? You go on holiday and you still tune into CraftStash. Wonderful. And is that Rach? Am I saying that right? She says, hello my lovelies. I'm on holiday at the moment with my mum and dad and luckily I can watch right now. I love that. How many of you are on holiday and how many of you wish you were? I'll go over to Facebook in a little while and say hello to a few of you there as well. I can see lots of you watching too. Shall we have a quick look first of all? We'll go to Sam in a moment. She's getting ready for demonstrations. Now, if you know Sam's demonstrations, you know they're going to be wonderful. So hold on for those. We'll have a quick look at the product, but what I want to tell you now is you have the opportunity, one of you watching now will win by the end of the hour everything that I'm about to show you. Okay, that's over 60 odd pounds of product, which is an absolute fantastic bundle to be arriving on your door, just getting you ready for autumn, is it? I think we need something this time of year to get excited about, because summer's easing out. I mean, my husband woke up this morning, we get up at 5 o'clock I say get up, we wake up at 5 o'clock every morning. He brings me up a cup of tea and usually I open the curtains and the dogs sit on the bed and it's lovely. Now I'm opening the curtains and closing them and putting the light on again because it's still dark. When did that happen? I have no idea. So we need something to brighten us up and get us looking forward to something. So imagine that parcel coming to you. So Sam and I in a minute are going to discuss something for you to answer, to enter, to win that competition. But come on down. I need to make sure I'm coming down to the right desk because Sam and I have both got blue mats. So I want to make sure I'm bringing you to the right one. So this is the new collection. Now I have managed to have a little play with this just recently. There's a couple of cards that I've been making. Sam's got a couple as well. And I've also got a little video to show you in a moment with some more beautiful examples that I believe the lovely, I want to say Glynis made, but I could be completely wrong. I'm not sure. Let's retract that. Somebody, if you're watching and you made the sample cards for us, let us know. Actually, I might even say Marta's made some because I spotted something she often uses on there. So please let us know if you're watching and you made the sample cards. Now let's first of all go through the papers, because I know you all love your papers, and this is the least money of the whole collection if you're buying individually, and everything you can buy individually. So Rapid Cards is exactly that. It's all about making your quick cards. So these are 8x8 papers and they are beautiful, absolutely beautiful marble backgrounds. Look at these, aren't they? Do you know what? I didn't put my lights on. I didn't put my lights on. I should have done, shouldn't I? It would have eradicated all of this brightness and shadow. So apologies for that. We've got purple, we've got blue, we've got a light grey, we've got this gorgeous pink, blush pink, and we have in here, oh, we've got a green. Is that a different purple to the first one, or is that the same one? And I've just muddled my sheets. I've muddled my sheets up. And then there's a green as well. Aren't these absolutely gorgeous? There's also in here, let's find, oh, there we go. That one is striking. It is marble, but it also looks a little bit like the paint marbling as well. So it looks like the stone Absolutely, but it also looks like paint marbling as well. These are beautiful. So that's the 8x8 paper pack. That is a must-have because that is so generic and versatile. You're going to use that all year round on so many different products. Lynn Spinks has just said, love those papers, really different. They really are. Lynette also says, oh, love the papers. Aren't they gorgeous? Now these, I'm going to let Sam talk about these in more detail. She's obviously worked with them a lot more than I have, but we have 4 die sets for you. 3 of them are creating your cards, your card builders as such, and they're going to give you large shape dies to create your card base, all your matting and layering, your apertures, your frames, you've got embellishments, photo corners and everything in these. You just kind of have to either pick your favourite size or shape of card. So you've got your 6x6 square, your DL or your 5x7. And don't worry about the packaging being larger in this one. You do get a very similar amount. Look, you've got 21, 18 and 19 in these. And you're not actually going to be missing anything by getting the smaller packs. It's just because it's a square, we have to have a square, almost square packaging. So you've got those 3 shapes there if you are choosing, but you can get everything in a bundle. More on that in a moment. And then we've also got these modern sentiments. Now these are really fun. They are, you have the ability to cut these in or out. They're innies and outies, a bit like belly buttons. You're gonna cut them in, so it's a negative, or you're gonna cut them out and pop out the letters and use them individually, plus you have your strips to fit them onto beautifully too. I'm going to let Sam in just a moment go through all of these for you. Like I say, you are going to have the opportunity to win this entire bundle, but if you want to purchase it and grab it, make sure it's in your basket. You can do that all over at CraftStash at the moment. You can see here, it's all there for you, but if you do purchase and then it turns out that you are our winner at the end of this hour, don't worry, we will refund your prize or the money you've spent on the prize for you, so you're not going to sort of end up doubling up or anything like that. So like I say, the paper pad is only $7.99 and prices go upwards from there, but if you are going to be purchasing the whole bundle, because you can't decide between those card shapes, to be honest, they're really, all 3 of them are really popular card shapes. You're going to be using them all the time, so if your budget stretches, you can go for this one. So saving £10 off, that takes it down to 50 something pounds for the entire bundle. That includes the papers and the sentiments as well. If you're going for that one, that automatically qualifies you for free shipping in the UK. And it also qualifies you to use ClearPay if you want to. You obviously don't have to, but if you want to split your payments because you've gone over £40, you can do that. No interest, no credit check. Okay, I'm going to show you a very quick little video. This is just going to show you some more beautiful examples of the sorts of cards that the design team have made using this collection, and then we'll go over to Sam to see what she's got for us. So just take a look at this. There we go. We're back with Sam now. Hello, Sam. How are you?
Hey, I'm good, thank you. Hopefully you can see me. My tablet's a little bit delayed, so.
Oh no, we can see. I can see you anyway. Hopefully everyone else will. I'm keeping an eye on both channels for you. So, how much do you love this collection, Sam?
Yeah, it's a really nice one. I was saying to you earlier, I think if you are just starting off, you've not even got any nesting dies, then this is going to be a really nice little bundle. And also, if you like making your sketch cards, lots of different, it's like Facebook groups and YouTubers and stuff, they sometimes do like the sketch of the week. There's so many different elements in this that will allow you to do those sketches. So if you're someone that likes to do those, and I think, again, you'll really like these. I'm just going to pull my blind because I can see the sun slowly creeping in there.
Although we're different ends of the country, I think it's just suddenly come out for both of us.
Yeah, which is lovely. So yeah, it's just a really fun one. A couple of other little ones here that I've done. I really love the sentiments. I think if you don't like, maybe you're not into stamping sentiments, or excuse me, my dog's just
actually, I was going to say we need to say hello to Monty as well. Who did that? Lynette did say hey Sam and Monty.
Yeah. It's not his time right now, so off you go, please. I've left him all the treats and the bits and pieces, but anyway, yeah, with the sentiments, They are just so easy to cut, and you can have them in all different directions. They're really actually quite clever. So I think they've gone under the radar, but I think there's a lot you can do with them. So yeah, I've just done that quick one because they are rapid cards. So just a quick way to do that. And I've got the ink colours if people want to know. And then I've just done a quick one there with the 6x6 with the square. And then I've got 3 really nice demos today with something different. And I'll take photos and put them all up later as well.
Fabulous.
Okay, so
are you going to delve in for us? Because
I'll get straight into it.
Yeah, I'm going to go nice and quiet so I don't talk over you while you do this.
No problem. Right, so first of all, we're going to use the 6x6 set, and I'm taking the really pretty floral image here. Ooh. From the Frida Kahlo. It was the floral set. So there was 2 stamp sets. I did check, there are still some of these available. People are saying there's an echo. Have I got something?
What I'll do is I'll turn my volume down in case it's that.
Oh, someone else has said no echo there. So you might have to come out and come back in if people are having any issues. But I think generally it all looks like it's all okay. Nothing's different with my setup, so it should all be good this end. So what we're going to do is the layered stamping technique. So some of you might have already seen this. But what I got is in the 6x6 set, you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 squares. So you've got like a nested set there. Then you get the lovely little kind of family of different shapes and stuff in the middle. So I've taken only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the 7. And I've got my card blank there already stuck down. So I'm going to I've done 1 in white, then purple, white, purple, white. I only want to use the white ones first. So we're going to take these ones. I'm just going to lightly, let me grab my low tack washi here, and I'm just going to tack these into place because we want to be able to lift them and then put the purple back in between the layers. So I'm just going to pop that on there just so it doesn't shift while I'm stamping. I'm not going to be doing any colouring or inking like that. Just really simple stamping because I want to keep it within that rapid card kind of.
Absolutely. Do you know what? This is so perfect for those super quick cards.
Yeah, which is hard for me because I don't make quick cards. So when I saw rapid cards, I was like, oh no. Okay, right. So what we'd do, let me grab some. This is my not so nice white card. It looks like it's nice, but it's actually not a nice white card. So I've got a big pile of it. I've got this purple here. It's from one of the Papercraft Society kit. I'm not entirely sure which one, but obviously any colour will go. And then let's take a lovely flower. It's one of my favourites, this one. I've done a wreath card using this, and it's just really, really, really pretty. So we're going to now just stamp all over this and make our own pattern paper, basically. Let me know if you've done the layered stamping technique, because it's really lovely, and it's a great one for beginners. But you're going to stamp over the layers, so you might have to put a little bit of pressure where they kind of overlap. There we go. But you don't want it to shift.
No, absolutely.
And I'm not going to go too far into here because this is where I'm going to have my sending hugs. So again, just kind of roughly placing just so I can see.
Okay, so plan first.
Yeah, kind of just, roughly see where you want everything to go. Hopefully that's all coming across nicely. Yeah.
Lovely. So you can do this with any of the sets, presumably.
Yep, anyone. So I think it'll look nice with the DL and any stamps. You don't even have to, even if they're like, I don't know, an image of, say, Paddington, which usually you would colour. I mean, this one here, you can see, but it looks really nice just as an outline. If you do it as black and white, I think you can get away with it then as well. So, let's just trying to do one way, one the other way. What's everybody saying? Trying to see what the chat is. I've done it once and I was really pleased. It's just a really nice technique, and you can add layers of mirrored card in between as well. That looks really nice. But I'm just going to stick with the purple and the white. So yeah, it's up to you how deep you go with the layers on the style.
So Deborah Santalucia, I know Deborah actually won one of the giveaways just recently. She said she does this layered stamping all the time. In fact, we need to discuss that, Sam. We were talking, what question should we ask everybody to comment on for a chance to win the collection? Because we'll pick somebody within the next sort of 45 minutes. What did you come up with, Sam? You had a nice, easy question.
So I said, what is your favourite season for card making? Like, what cards do you like making the most in
There we
terms
go.
of the year? So yeah, let me know. I think I'll do that one. What's that gonna fit in there?
Absolutely. And of course, that is open internationally. Doesn't matter where you are in the world. You can enter that, and we'll pick completely at random towards the end.
Seen a few people said they've never done it before. I think what I'll do is I'll do a YouTube video of this as well. So then there's a nice kind of go-to video that I've got on my channel as well. But if you put in layered stamping technique, I'm sure you'll get lots of them. So if I take that away now, and then we want to carefully, you want to remember which way up you've got them. Otherwise you'll be kind of like piecing them back together. And I'm just going to obviously make sure your ink's dry and stuff. Okay.
It does actually look nice where you've kind of masked each image off on each layer anyway.
Yeah. Okay, and then what you're going to do is grab the ones in between and you're going to pop them in between each layer and you're going to lift them up on some foam. You don't have to, but I think adding the foam really does gives it a little bit extra. So I'm just going to...
Oh, lots and lots of people loving Christmas cards, Christmas card making.
I did think that would be the most popular.
I wonder if, just an additional question, not for the giveaway, but I just wonder, do any of you only make Christmas cards and just kind of, what do they call it? It's lurking, isn't it? When you just sort of watch things and hang around. Do you just watch crafts the rest of the year and only actually get your craft stuff out for Christmas? There's got to be some people who do that.
Probably is. It's interesting though, isn't it? That, I mean, my mum goes through phases. She's now into doing her journals and stuff, and now she's finding she's just making cards now when she kind of needs them, whereas before she would have just made cards all the time, but now she's got kind of another craft. It's kind of, I think it depends. I guess for me, as a solid hardcore full-time card maker and paper crafter, because I do other things, but I just follow the year really.
Yeah, absolutely, every single day.
Yes, breathe. They love to make birthday cards in the summertime. Any reason to use strawberries, dyes and stamps? Yeah, that's cute, isn't it? I love autumn. I do love that we're coming into this season. I love Halloween crafting. So you can see what I'm doing now. I'm kind of piecing the images back together, but you have that break of the purple, and it's just it really advances a simple card to being something really, I think, quite special. Someone's going to think you spent a long time, but you can see I've done this from scratch. Okay, I haven't die cut in front of you, but it's just literally die cutting squares. But in terms of the stamping, if you've got to quickly knock up a card in say half an hour, then I think this is a really nice go-to. And then you can really embellish it if you want to start adding like 3D flowers and other pieces on top, then you can. This is just really the base.
Just so people know, I'm just going to check. The largest die that's in this set, the 6x6 card builder set, is 155 millimeters. That's just over 15 centimeters. I'm pretty sure I still cut that in my big shop, my smaller.
I don't know if I did. I think the largest one I did have to use my Big Shot Plus.
Right, I'm just going to get, while you're doing that, I hope the rustling...
Sorry, I think the largest one's 6 1/4 squared, and then the next one down 6x6, possibly.
No, I know I cut that one, but I think there's one slightly larger left in the packet that I maybe didn't cut. Perhaps that won't quite. It will. It will literally just fit on the plate.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, I mean, it's not ideal to be squeezing your dies into a plate, but if you do only have the smaller sort of the A5 sort of size machines, then you can still use this set.
Okay,
that looks fabulous, Sam.
There you can see all that lovely dimension, and then I'm going to sit that onto the largest one so it completes that purple frame. And it's a lovely one, this one. It's been a while since I've done it, so when I saw these I thought about this technique. So yeah, it's nice to redo something that you've not done for a while.
Isn't it funny how craft techniques go full circle very often anyway?
Yeah.
We've just seen it recently with the tea bag folding, haven't we?
Yes, yeah. So now we've got the sending hugs. I like these on a little bit of an angle. I think that's quite a nice little card for someone who's maybe just a little bit under the weather. Maybe they've just come home from hospital or they've just had a bad week at work, then I think that's quite nice. I'm going to have it a little bit higher, and then I've just got a few little hearts which come in the set. So I'm just going to grab my other foam pads. People are asking about this. It's a very old big roll that I got from a company, and it's actually okay, but I want to get to the end of it because you can't tear it. So it's actually quite frustrating. So,
All right. It looks like it's quite a plasticky cover on it.
Yeah, Chloe's, is it Chloe's? She does that massive big roll. So yeah, if you want to get one, I'd head over to Chloe's because I know lots of people rave about that one. Rave
Thank
it.
you.
Pop.
I apologise if anyone can hear that sort of little hum every now and then. My air conditioning unit is a bit noisy, but I have to have it on to keep the computer and everything cool while we're streaming.
Sorry, Monty's just grabbed my ribbon wall. If any of you have seen my craft room, you've seen my big ribbon wall. He's pulling it apart. So I just grabbed him then, and his leg was caught in the ribbon. If you heard a little scream from him because he's naughty. That's not. I am trying to work. I've got to be professional, Monty.
I shouldn't giggle, but it is funny.
I'll take a photo in a minute. He's just looking at me right now as if to say, Mum, why? Monty, leave it, please. I really don't want to be clearing that up. I kind of want to get that one under there. Let's just lift this a little bit. He tried doing it the other day. He's found it because the door's usually always closed. So yeah, now he's found it. There
and once they find something and they know they're not allowed it, that's it.
No, I didn't stand on him. I pulled the ribbon that he stood in, and it just took him with him. So no, he's not. No dogs were harmed during the ribbon there. Then there's this little one here. There's like this little corner.
I like these. They're different.
Yeah. So you can put your pictures underneath these, just frame them. But I thought you can also, if you ever want to add a little bit of detail, I just want to add a little bit of shine. It looks like those faux metal page protectors.
Yes.
You put it on the corners of your books. I'm just going to add. I'm not going to add them on all of the layers, but when I was playing around with this before, kind of laying out what I wanted to make. There we go. Just get that glue started off. So it's just pop a little bit just tucked in there. And it's just these little extras that I think just...
Judith Barclay says her cat does exactly the same with her ribbons that are hanging on her door.
Yeah. It's a great storage hack. I love it. But since having a dog...
Yeah.
he just thinks it's one big toy.
Everything needs to be up by a good metre or so now.
Yeah, he's playing in the big pile he's pulled down. I'll let him have that, but I'm going to have a job now.
Well, I was looking through some very important paperwork this morning, and my big dog, who's the rescue, he's very timid, doesn't usually come near you unless you really have to sort of encourage him. He came up and he very slowly with his mouth just peeled away one of the bits of paper and went walking off with it. I was like, excuse me. So I think he's getting a thing for paper.
They're terrible, aren't they? But they make you laugh, so it's all good.
They're gorgeous.
There we go. So there's
beautiful.
So you can just see that little bit of shine just coming out in the corners there. And I've just used the hearts that come in the sentiment set. But a really quick card to put together, and I love that. I think that's really beautiful.
I tell you what I'll do to give you a chance to set up again. I'm going to come back and just show everyone the contents of that die set.
Yeah, sure. Okay,
if that's okay. Yep.
No problem.
Lovely. Be back with you in a moment. So this is the die set that Sam's just used. So it's the 6x6 card builder die set. She has actually got a demonstration for I think all 4 or certainly 3 of the die sets. We'll see how much we get through in the hour. So this is everything. You do get it in the bag. So the reason it comes in a bag, and people do talk about being able to recycle things, well, actually because this is recyclable, it's your cardboard. If you put metal dies directly into this, the sharp edges can sometimes just catch on the edges, and that's going to obviously tear your packaging, so this just protects it, so it's keeping it all together. And of course you can reuse any of these. This makes fabulous shaker cards actually, by the way, little tip there. But look at all these dies. So in this particular set you're getting 21 dies. As Sam's just shown you, you do have, look, it's all muddled up. I should have put these on a magnetic sheet for you to be a bit more professional, shouldn't I? But you've got all of your nesting dies there. Now these have some of them stitched edge and some of them a lovely straight edge, so you've got the option, and they kind of alternate as well. I'm just trying to fit those in one after the other, so you see that you've got all of those. The outer one is your 6-inch one, then you've got your slightly smaller ones as well, so they just work their way down all the way down to there. So you could actually do the technique that Sam's just done with a lot more layers if you wanted to. You've got that option. Then you put those to the side. You also have your rectangles. So again, you've got your stitched edge and you've got your rectangular edges. So these are absolutely perfect for your labels, your sentiments, things like that. The same with the squares. Then you've got triangles as well, stitch edge and straight edge. There's that heart that Sam used. We've got the bunting as well. There's actually 2 pieces of bunting, but mine's gone walkabouts because I was playing with these yesterday. So there's 2 of these bunting pieces or ribbon strips. They can be used vertically or horizontally. And you have these, and I think these are really interesting. They're not cutting dies, they're actually embossing dies. And I don't think you can actually see, I'm trying to get them so you can see the detail on there. They're stitch detail. So you've got your zigzag stitch, your straight stitch, and kind of your cross stitch on this one as well. And you'll simply just lay that on your cardstock, whether it be at the edge or around the edge of one of your frames, for example. And you'll run that through as if it was a die, and it's just going to emboss a stitched edge into the edges of whatever, your paper, your cardstock, your layers, or whatever it may be. And that's just one of the sets. So there's 21 in there, if you count 2 of your banners in there. And that's everything that Sam's just used. So you can see how you really do have everything within one set to be able to build an entire card. Back to Sam. Are you okay with that, Sam? She's got thumbs up. Yeah, she's ready. Okay, what are we doing now, Sam?
So we're going to use the 5x7 set. So this is a really simple, this is kind of what I think they were intended for with the whole rapid card thing. So I'll take out my dies here. Again, apologies for the noise.
I'm the same. Should have got this ready first.
Quite loud for people with headphones on and stuff. So apologies there. So you get your 5x7 mat layer. So if you want to make a card 5x7 card fold with this, you can. You want to fold, and no, how do you do this? You just cut that so it's slightly off the edge of the card. Yes. And then you'd create the 5x7. So I haven't used that one, but then I've used all of the ones down. So I've got then the legs. I already had a pre-folded 5x7 here. So I've just used pink in the larger one, and then the next size down I've used the marble paper in the pink, which is really, really pretty. Okay, and then again, next one down in pink, and then finally I've used, where's that die? Have I missed? Oh, hang on a minute. I think I've missed. Yeah, I've missed one. I put 2 down there. There it is. That one there for this one. Now I've already just cut the little XXX, which is in here, and I'm going to cut it again at the bottom. So you get 3 X's, 3 stars, and 3 hearts. So let's just take out, there we go, pop that one back in. And I want to just cut that again. I thought I'd do at least one with you so you can just see. So we'll have this one right down in the corner. So it's quite nice to line these up because they're all straight. So even the sentiments, if you are someone that likes things to be straight, sometimes with a sentiment that's just the word and not in a frame or anything, it can be hard. I've done it loads of times before where I'm slightly on the wonk and then it's like, oh. Whereas with this, it's easy to do. I
think crafters have more of an eye for straight things. We were discussing this earlier, weren't we? Especially while you're working on a grid all the time. But yeah, we really do like to have things as straight as possible. It just stands out if they're not perfect.
Exactly. Okay, so let's just move that over there. So now, so you can keep these pieces if you want, but they are, I think, may need to work as cutting it into your card. So we've got that. So I'm going to start by sticking these ones on top of each other first. So, got any questions? Now's a good time to ask them.
I was just going to say, just a quick recap for people who are just joining us. So we're launching Rapid Cards today. This is a new collection from Creative Craft Products. There's 3 card shapes. There's a paper pack and there's a sentiment pack as well, or sentiment dies set, sorry. You do save £10 if you buy the complete collection over on CraftStash. I'll flash up the details in just a few moments. You have to see my face to do that, apologies, but we'll come back to me in a minute and do that. And you can also win the entire collection as well, simply by commenting what is your favourite season, time of year to be crafting for, or event, whatever it may be. So simply comment, whether you're on Facebook or YouTube, drop us a comment and we'll randomly pick one of the answers towards the end to for someone to win all of this. Was that everything? I think that was the housekeeping. So some people just joining us said about, somebody said about the sympathy card that I've got here. I'll show you the cards that I made maybe after Sam's finished this demonstration. She's just gluing at the moment, but we'll come back and have a look at those in a moment. Thank you all for joining us. Yeah, Jeanette Morrison says the embossing dies sound good. Yeah, they're really clever actually. I'm just having a look. You do get them in all of the packs, different styles, I think. Oh no, they're the same style, aren't they, Sam? They're just the correct sizes for that particular card.
These ones here, they are, yeah, crosses, zigzag, and that's dashes.
Yeah.
And
I think they are the same in all of them.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are.
There we go. So Beth Rogers, good morning from New York. Julie Brown said she's made so many cards that are a bit wonky, but they're all bespoke. That's fine. Exactly. And what mirror card is it, Sam? It's a lovely colour.
This is a Dovecraft. It was part of their mermaid. It was called Mermaid, I think, the pack, and it had like a tealy colour. I think you can probably still get it. Maybe CraftStash, because I know they've done it before. Yeah, otherwise, that other one.
And thank you for that. And Kerry has said, what weight is the paper? It's 190 GSM.
Yeah. It's okay, gorgeous. Then what I've done is I've taken the squares. So you get the 3 squares stitched, plain and stitched. So I've done 2 in the large, 2 in the medium, and then 2 in the small. And then this one I've cut myself because I just wanted this to pop against that rather than, I mean, it still looks nice, but I just thought it popped more against that one. So that is just one that I've cut myself for the top. But if you change and do those in the pattern and then, pink and then pattern, then you'd have it that way as well. And then I'm just going to create a little star on the top. And I'm going to use, I'm not going to use foam for everything. I'm going to just stick these together. So I'm just going to pop a little bit of glue in the middle there. You don't need much. And I'm going to put foam in between each kind of star. Okay. So you just want to focus on the point in the middle here and then make sure it's the same there.
Do you find it, I found it quite refreshing only having sort of your basic shapes to work with again, and not being distracted by a particular theme that I had to work towards, or images that are in here, or characters or anything, just to sort of just have a play with
I know what you mean.
Shapes.
Yeah. Actually, I don't need that one. I'm just going to use this one. So I'm just going to add again a little bit of glue on there. That one's now going to go in the middle. I'm going to now break that one up. And then I'm going to stick this one on next. I'm just popping the glue in there. I'm going to add the foam on the top one actually, because I think it's going to be 2-dimensional otherwise. So there's that one. And then, yeah, then this one. Just check, yeah, that's right. So another little bit of glue. So now you can see that one.
Wow, look at them layers coming together.
Yeah, just a little bit of glue. Pop that one, and then we'll do the foam on the back. So now we've got this topper, and that's going to go in the middle of the card there. So
beautiful.
Let's just pop a couple of strips of foam on the back.
Yeah, Judith has said, playing with basic shapes, you use your imagination more. I think that's correct. I think so.
Yeah, you do. Definitely. Just make sure that that's, because I'm using liquid glue on a smooth surface. Usually I would use my double-sided tape, but it would take too long and I want to make sure I can get all my demos in. So just place that back again.
That's fine. We're never strict with time, are we?
No, God, I always say, oh yeah, join me for an hour of crafting, and then it's like 2 hours later.
Yeah.
So you could
as long as it takes.
Do it that way. So I'm going to focus on the square. I'm looking at this square here, and if you keep your eye on one piece, then it's easy then to get that where you want it. There we go. And I can always just move everything else on top.
So Norma has said the card looks lovely, but are they weighty to post with so many layers? Well, you're not using foam between all the layers, are you?
No, and you don't have to. You don't have to use foam.
And the paper is...
Also...
Sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry.
We're the same. We keep talking over each other.
It's all down to the weight that you use. So if you use a lightweight and you just stick them all on top of each other, then it's fine. Obviously if you're using a heavyweight, but anything like this I would generally deliver by hand. If I'm going to start making, you know, quite dimensional cards, or pop them in a box envelope, and then you're going to pay a little bit more postage, but you know, you can still post it.
Yeah,
there we go. I think that's all okay. Yeah, there we are. So
perfect.
That was a real quick one. I just wanted to show, you know, a rapid card. So you could add some embellishments on that now. You could add something in the corners. Someone said it looks a bit Art Deco. Yeah, it has, isn't it?
It
Because you've got the
does.
two plain squares there, and then the two ones with the layers. It just plays with your eyes a little bit, actually, looking at it through my screen.
It's good. Yeah, it's lovely. Thank you, Sam. I'm going to come back and do a bit of housekeeping bits, and we'll come back to you in just a moment.
No problem.
Thank you. So I did say I'd show you these cards in a bit more detail that I quickly did earlier. And I say quickly, I really did, because they're rapid cards. These were super quick. Just cut out some mats and layers. And what I love is, as Sam said, the outer die, the largest die is going to cut your card base. So simply fold a piece of cardstock, pop your die with the left-hand edge just overlapping your score line, and you've got yourself, for this one, perfect DL card base. Now I've used that marble paper in the background. I've got myself a dark coloured card base. I've got a thing at the moment for the darker card bases. I love using coloured card for my card bases rather than the usual white. Inside here I would use one of these dies to cut myself either a panel of paper to go in there, or maybe cut myself an insert instead if I wanted to print an insert or something like that. So the dies are useful for that as well, because it's all the same size. Cut my layers. So my white layer here has just got the stitch detail on it, which is really pretty. I've used a gold glitter, I say it's a glitter, it's not a really harsh glitter, it's very fine, almost a shimmery paper. I want to say it's a Sizzix one, comes from their Sizzix opulent papers, something like that it's called. That's the gold one. So the photo corners there. The word sympathy has been cut from these dies, which, can you see there how I mean when I say they're a negative? You can cut them out. Sam did it on her card as well with her, I think it was happy birthday or something like that, across the front there into the actual card base. So I did that, and then I did just cut around the edge of the word as well. But I used the die, because they're all solid squares, as a guide for that, and just matted that onto some gold paper. And somebody did ask about the flowers, they're just simply paper flowers that I had in my stash, so unfortunately I can't tell you exactly where they came from. But if you want to start making your own paper flowers, Card Making Magic have some fabulous floral dies that are really good for starting to do those. And we did have some apple blossom dies as well at CraftStash. I'm not sure if we still have those in stock, for actually making your own flowers out of things like foam. And then this one's really simple. I used a silver mirror card to make those panels look a bit more sort of metallic, onto the grey or the black marble paper, and black solid matte there as well. And again, because I wanted to use a larger card base, but the centre for me wasn't quite filling it, I just matted onto another piece of white, which just lifts it up, gives it a drop shadow, and it means you can put smaller elements onto a larger card base without it looking lost on the card base. And those photo corners where Sam snipped hers, I've just left them whole, so they look like entire corners there. But you've got the option to do either way with those you like. So this was the DL, this was the square, and you've just seen Sam work with the 5x7. I'm just going to come back, because some of you have just joined us and you want to see the details as well. So this is the collection. So if you want to pop that in the search bar at CraftStash, which is down here, that address. If you're not in the UK, that will be .us for the address there to take you to the US site. So Creative Craft Products Rapid Cards Collection. You can buy all of the 5 items individually, but you can also bundle them all together. And when you put them all together, if you put the whole collection in your basket as one collection available, not each of the individual items, you will be able to save £10 off. So it's gone from, I can't remember exactly, 60 something to 50 something pounds. And by spending that, you're then qualifying for free UK delivery, and also for using ClearPay if you wish to as well. A lot of people are talking about their budgets for the month, and sometimes that can just help you spread the payments. But obviously only use ClearPay if you are still going to be okay with those payments too. Never overstretch yourself. Sam, you okay if I come back to you again? Yep, lovely. I love the colour of Sam's nails as well, I have to say. Really lovely and bright.
these were my holiday now, so I'll be getting them done again. I'm going to go for a bit of an orange going into autumn next. So
nice.
Yeah, bright orange. Also, I just wanted to show, this was the little corner tab, because there's a really nice corner tab in each set. So in the 5x7, that's the die, and that's the little corner that it cuts. But you can pop the corner of whatever square, rectangle it is, whatever corner it is, on any one of these. And you could feed through ribbon as well on the corners. So if you want to do something creative, connecting ribbons and stuff, then I think again, it's these tiny little things that I think can really add more to it. And it's not until you start playing with things that more ideas come. So it was, when I cut these and I saw them, and then I ended up not using them, but then I thought actually ribbon through those I think would look really, really nice. So just wanted to touch on that and just show you. And there is, like I said, a really nice decorative one in each one. So you've got the one that Lou used, the one I snipped into on the 6x6, the 5x7 that I've just shown you, and then this one here, you've got two corners. You've got a stitched with scallop, and then also just your normal kind of more traditional book corner.
Yeah. So Sam, do you mind just doing me a favour, because we're on you at the moment? Sue's just asked, are the sentiments all individual letters or not? And obviously they're not, but do you mind just showing how they come, please?
Yeah, they're all individual. I'm going to be doing a tutorial, a demo in a minute, just
lovely.
Because I think they are the standout personally in this little launch. Because even when I look at my cards here, the thing that pops out to me are the sentiments and just how big and modern the font is as well. But you can see all the plates. So if you want to keep them all when they cut out, you can. But they are, like I said, more for cutting into the cardstock and then you cutting your frame or just leaving them on a solid piece like I've done there.
Fabulous. Thank you. I hope that answers that for you. I think that was Sue, wasn't it? Sue Pollock asked that. So there we go.
Okay. So moving on to the DL. So I've got my DL card. This is shop wrought. Just means double lengthway. So basically it's the length or the width, of A4 card in the UK, which is 8 1/4, and then it's folded in half. So that's where you get that word from. And then I've pulled this one out, which is a Creative Craft. It's from the what was the other one
that they did?
The
Easy Folds collection.
Yeah, Easy Folds. And I've just stamped and coloured my favourite wreath. I really love that wreath in this. I just think about it.
I actually used yesterday, I did a video which is it'll be a Craft World exclusive video, and I used that set as well, and I used the hat and the mittens from it.
Yeah,
it's a great
set.
It's
such a cute little set. It's lovely. So you get your largest die, which is your, the full front of a DL card. So I'm just going to stick that one down first. I've gone for a really bright green for this one. So it would stand out well on the demo.
Works perfectly with how you've coloured those wreaths in though.
Yeah. So I'm just popping that one on there. And then I've just worked my way down again with the largest die. So we've got that lovely marble in the green. So we'll pop that one down. Again, I'm not using any foam on this. Just the card. And this is a card I'm using in the green, but it can be a paper. When you're just doing mats and layers like this, paper's fine if you're not adding foam in between. But if you're adding foam, I would always say use a card, because otherwise it will dip. The paper will dip in between the foam and where you've not got the foam, and if you're posting it, but by the time the recipient gets it, it's probably a little bit wavy.
Whereas even if you have to mat it onto some scrap card or something.
Yeah, definitely. So this again, really easy. This is going to be a bit of an Art Deco style, I think, actually, with the positioning of the squares. And that one. Okay, and then I've cut you can see here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4 of the big ones, which is what I've used. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you've got your set of squares there, and you've got a nest of rectangles there. Then you've got your banners, and you've got your edges there. But I've just taken 3 of the large ones and then 2 in the marble, because I need 1 in marble, and then 2 I've done in that color there. So what I was going to do is have 1, 2, but I think that one's going to go under, because I've changed this one slightly with what I was going to do. So we're going to stick those there on foam, so these are lifted, and then I'm going to have, this could be, you could have it as landscape, but I'm going to do it as a portrait. Those 2 like that. Oh no, I am going to use that, sorry. Because you plan all these out. I planned these and had them ready, so I've kind of forgot what I had initially gone for. So this I'm going to have through the middle. And I took the sentiment from there, and I just cut through the middle, so I've got a longer sentiment rather than a double layer.
Right.
So again,
lovely.
just making them work more for yourself. You know, some people are always a bit nervous of cutting into their stamps, but it's easy.
Do it.
Can you not?
No, do it. I said do it. Definitely cut into them.
I'm always cutting into my stamps. I'm terrible. So I'm going to start with the point pretty much up to the top there and in the middle, and then we'll do that one. I'm going to lay flat. Actually, I'm not going to pop this one on some foam. I think it'd be quite nice having that. Let's just pop that there for a sec and make sure that that one is going to be, yeah, that's going to be, got to be all lined up. There we go.
I suppose by having that glued down, you can wiggle it a little bit, the middle one, to get it spaced
just
right.
give me, and I'm just going to make sure the foam pads are not too far, you know, they're far enough away, sorry, from that one. So yeah, that's fine. And then I'm going to slide this one underneath.
Actually, lots of people now talking about cutting into their stamps. So many of you also do that. I just think it's a great way of being able to mix your fonts and switch up the sentiments as well. Sort of take a couple of words from one sentiment and join it with a couple of words of another, and yeah, have fun with it. Why not? Who's going to tell you off?
I never used to do it, but since having my own brand, I found I've done it more, because you do, don't you, kind of want them to do as much as possible, really. So yeah, I've got lots of mine cut up.
Good afternoon to Marilyn. She just joined us. Can't wait for this collection. Yeah, it's lovely. It is lovely. We're on the 3rd demo already, but of course you can always watch back as well.
Okay, and then that one's going to go there, and then we'll just pop a little bit of foam through the middle. You could also add a little bit of a curve into it, but we'll keep it just flat for the minute, and then I'm going to finish it off with some accent glaze on the tree decorations. So had this one so it just sat just with a little green point either side. So there we go, really quick little card. I mean, obviously I did colour those in beforehand, but I'm now going to use my accent glaze just on the red.
Perfect. And then try not to stick your finger in it for half an hour.
Yeah, remember that it's on there, but that goes on cloudy, but that will dry clear.
Raquel said she also curves her stamps when she can.
Yeah,
it's another good idea.
Yeah, another nice way to make, like, especially if you're using like circle dies and stuff, you can have them wrapping around. It looks really nice. But there you go, just a really quick, like, definitely Art Deco style with the triangles there. And if I just bring it up, you should be able to see the dimension there on with the accent glaze. But just a really quick style, and I think just having it all in that set. Yeah, like I said, this is where I thought of the whole sketch card thing, because you see sketches with these kind of designs. It's all in there because you've got a mix of squares, rectangles, and different sizes, rather than just a set of nested dies. So yeah, so there's that one. So I've got one more demo focusing on the words. So I don't know if you want to do some more and then come back.
Yeah, I will do. I'll just come back to me for a second, because speaking of sketches, something that I actually do quite regularly for Craft World are sketch videos, where we take a downloadable sketch from Craft World. You can download it, you don't even have to print it off, because it is just a sketch as inspiration for you. But I just take a video, I do a video, I think it's every fortnight. I should know what I'm doing, really, shouldn't I? And I just show you a sketch and I say, this is my take on it, and I make a card according to the sketch. So if you're wondering, well, how are sketches used within card making, or you've seen them, you've never really known why this sort of weird sort of outline image is there, go along to Craft World. If you're not already a member of Craft World, sign up, because there's lots of advantages there and lots you can see in the way of inspiration and such. And yeah, go and check that out. Just type in templates in, or no, probably sketch. Put sketch in the search bar. That will bring you to everything. But for those of you who have just joined us, we are launching Rapid Cards collection today. It's Wednesday, what is it? Is it the 7th today? I think it's the 7th. I think it's the 7th, yeah. 7th of September. We're already in September. That's amazing. Now, the beauty of this particular collection is it's not themed. So it's not Christmas or birthday or wedding. It can be absolutely all of these, because these dies are your card bases, your mats, your layers, your apertures, your frames, all your decorative pieces as well. You can add in your elements that then make it themed. You add your own colours and things, your own cardstocks. But we do have a beautiful paper pack, which I'll just show you just show you on this camera, save bringing you down. It's the marble ones. So as you can see, Creative Craft Products packaging, but these marble papers are stunning. So let's just take a look at a couple of these. Look at that. I mean, isn't that absolutely beautiful? Really, really pretty. And we've got the more subtle colours as well. The black is probably the most striking. The purple too. So again, you can use these for absolutely any occasion. And we have the light blue stroke grey colour there also. I'm just going to show you, because we've flipped through them once, but I think the design team deserve more than just one look at these. They've made some beautiful cards using this collection. So let's just take a quick 30-second look at some of the other cards that have been made from, I'm not sure, I must admit, I need a hands up who created these cards, because I can't see whose name's written on the back, but they are beautiful cards. So thank you to whoever did it on the design team. So take a quick look at these. There we go. Beautiful. Okay, I can see that Sam's die cutting and getting ready for another demonstration. Do you mind us coming back to you, Sam? No, just before we do though, sorry, I do need to remind you that you do still have a few more minutes to enter the giveaway. So that's simply by answering in the comments on Facebook or YouTube while we're live. Just comment which is your favourite season for crafting. Many of you have said Christmas. Doesn't matter, there's no right or wrong answer. We will just randomly pick from one of those comments. So we'll do that. I'll do that as Sam gets towards the end of this demonstration, then we'll come back and announce the winner. And you'll be winning the entire collection. So that's over £60 worth of product. Okay, Sam, sorry, now I'm ready.
It's fine. Whilst Lou's been chatting, I've just started this one because it is just a bit repetitive. Because you can see here, I'm just cutting the anniversary, but I just wanted to just spend a little bit of time. You can see there all of the little spares, and I guess if you kept all of them, mix them all up, they'd make quite good little shaker elements. You could pop them into a shaker card. I think that would look quite good. So what I've done is I've just popped a little bit of tape on the top. Now when these cut, they will leave like a line, a little impression, and that is great for this because it means I can line this up. I'm trying to make sure I am all in shot.
No, you're fine.
As well as myself being able to see it. So
yeah,
each time I'm lining up the top of this with the line that's been made from the one below, and making sure that the sides, and then just stick it down and pop that in.
Ever
and
such a slight impression, don't you, of the outline?
Yeah. And then what you can do with these kind of styles, this could be a shaker. You could pop some acetate behind this and have like little maybe sea beads or something behind it. I'm going to just ink this with a couple of colours. Oh, that one didn't cut very well. Why is that not cut? Possibly. Oh, no. Right. When that happens, you should be able to just, it like acts as like a little, like jigsaw. You can just kind of pop it back in again. Just go through that. The other ones have just been cutting fine. I thought there was, the other letters still in there, but it's fine. There we go. It's cut now. I'm just going to be inking this. And creating a similar one to the happy birthday. But again, if you just like simple kind of cards, this looks quite nice, just kept in white, and then pop a colour behind it.
That way, isn't it?
Yeah, I think there's loads of different ways. And you could, maybe what we could do is I could have the happy in the gap. I was going to have the happy just over the top, but let's see if we can get another one in here. I think that's about right there. Maybe do 4 and 4, and then maybe have the happy in the middle. We'll see. This one I'm just it's just in my head. I haven't prepped anything for this one. I just thought if there's a bit of time, then this is what I would do. So yeah, it's not, I have to add a little bit of a shim on that one. Otherwise I'm going to be double cutting it each time. So I think because it's a long word, there's probably just a bit of a weak spot.
It is what it is, and it always depends on your cardstock you're using and all sorts, doesn't it?
The happy birthday was fine, so there we go. But yeah, I think I'm going to be using these words quite a lot. They're just a nice, they're just a nice little all-rounder, I think.
Like you say, you think they're sort of like they're the hero piece of this whole collection.
I think so, definitely. Yeah, I'm just trying to work out if I could get the 4 from the bottom. Just maybe try and do a slightly different design. So what am I coming in there?
Will it fit?
Yeah, I think that's going to fit fine. So we'll now start from the bottom. So
Start
we'll do
at the
this one
bottom.
slightly
While you're just
differently.
doing that, shall I just go through the set completely?
Yeah.
And show everybody exactly what they get in this particular set. So if everybody just come back, so it's like we're crafting together, but we're not. So if I just show everybody exactly what's in this set, it's actually quite a heavy set. I'm surprised the packaging's as small as it is. You get a lot in here. But besides those words that you've just seen, so what's Sam done? She's done the anniversary, which, why can't I see that? Have I just used, oh, there it is. There it is. So that's the anniversary. In fact, anniversary, the anniversary word is one of the smaller words. So if you look, for example, the word thank is actually quite a little bit bigger. Now, when you cut that, you can see Sam's using the negative, but of course you can also use, as she said quite rightly, all the bits that come away, so you can reposition those. And on some of those cards we saw earlier, I noticed that they've actually picked out and used the letters that have come out of the die after cutting as well from the gorgeous marble paper. So we've got the word kisses there, we've got the word hugs, we've got birthday, we've got sending, we've got with, so you do with love, sending love, we've got love there, we've got you, and we've got happy. There's my banner. I knew my banner was somewhere. I found it. And the word happy. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 different words. Then you've got your heart, your XXX, and your stars as well. And these two are clever, because if you take a look, these will just sit inside of these. So there's one word will sit inside there, so you can die cut that all at once and make sure you've got a lovely border. Or you can do, so let's just show you, for example, we can do where's happy, happy, happy? Is it happy? No, birthday. Where's my birthday? There's my birthday. That's what I wanted to do. You can do a couple of words in one long strip, like so, and cut that out all at once. It just makes really, really super quick sentiment strips. Sam, I'm going to pop back to you now, love.
Okay, we've just got one more left to do. Just listening to you as well, because if you've got a stamp that's got happy, then you can have happy anniversary and have two different, mix them. It doesn't have to all be from this set. So.
Absolutely.
And I'm always mixing sentiments and stuff.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Last one.
Actually, that would be quite nice, wouldn't it, to have a nice sort of like a brush script, happy, and then the really strong font on the anniversary.
Yeah, okay.
Right.
Let's get this last one.
I'm just going to go through, and I'm going to very randomly, just while you're doing that, I'm going to randomly just click a name. I'm going to stop scrolling, and the nearest person who answered to this, where are you? Will win. Where are you? I think we didn't have much of a flurry of answers there. Let me see. I need to know someone's favourite. We'll get there. I'm just scrolling down to find the closest person. And you're all commenting about other things. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Okay, I have a winner. I'll announce it now. Should I announce it now?
Do it now.
We may as well. Jeanette Morrison, congratulations to you. She says, I love making birthday cards, especially big, important ones.
Congratulations,
well done.
Jeanette.
You've won the collection. So please do, you can message Sam or I on our social medias, but or you can email customer service at craftstash.co.uk and send your postal address, and we'll get your prize out to you.
Okay, so I've just cut the happy in silver because that's going to go in the middle, and you can just slightly see that impression that I was saying about, and it makes it really easy to cut. So you don't even have to kind of guess where you need to cut your lines, because it's there. Just follow those, and then you've got a nicely cut sentiment. And I'm just going to back it with a little bit of white, I think, and then we can get this inked up. So the idea is you're going to have your happy and then anniversary. I think that looks quite cool, actually.
Lovely.
So I'm going to do the same combo. I really like this combo, and I'll show you what ones I used there. So it was the seedless preserves, squeezed lemonade, cracked pistachio, and mermaid lagoon. Obviously not in that order. It's in that order. There we go. They're the colours that I use. People always like to know which ones. So I'm just going to grab. You can see here also, it's a great stencil. I know it's kind of moved a little bit, but that was from, I thought I'd keep it to show. So that's what I was left with after I'd moved it a bit. But if you kept that in place, you've got 2 cards in one. So you've got your one that you've used, and then you could just cut around that, and you've got another card. So maybe if I can do, maybe we'll keep this one in place.
Spray on the back, perhaps.
Yeah, I'm just going to pop a little bit of tape there. Let's see if I can get it with this one. Okay, so let me just grab my brushes. That one.
And if you've seen Sam's brushes, they're so pretty.
Yours are too, though. Lou's got a really nice display.
Yeah, but you can't see mine.
Okay, so let's start with seedless preserves first. So these colours in this order won't muddy together, but if you maybe put those 2 together, then they would. So you want to keep it in the order, otherwise, yeah, you're going to get yourself in a bit of a mess. So just going to.
I mean, you can't think about the ones that turn brown, like red and green. You just wouldn't put red and green next to each other.
No. Oh, it's just the little bits in between. You're going to have to be a little bit. This is fine, but if I was trying to salvage the bit underneath, you want to kind of go up with your your
If we're not worried about the stenciling, could we ink the paper first and then cut it?
Yeah, you could do it that way. You can also not even, just use a nice pattern paper and then back it with white. Yeah. So, yeah, lots of different ways.
Lovely.
And let's go in with the blue. You'll start to get more of a deeper purple when they start to overlap.
Yeah, you kind of get even more colours coming through.
Glue or something on the paper, don't you hate that? You can't see it by the naked eye, but now I've started to ink, there's obviously something on this.
No, we can't
so we'll hide it with an embellishment. Or a little star. You get the stars, actually. You get the stars and the hearts. So there we go. We've already got something now to cover that. And then I'm just going to go back in.
There's always gems and pearls and things like that.
Always. I'm just going to start to bring up that darker purple a bit more, so we get a nice mix of the colours.
So instantly you've got 3 colours rather than 2 there already.
Yeah, and we're going to get another set of colours with this one.
What's your favourite Distress Oxide or ink colour?
It's the yellow and I usually go for pumpkin. Is it pumpkin? What one we got?
Spiced pumpkin.
Carved pumpkin I like. And then the pink. It's either between the kitsch flamingo or picked raspberry.
Yeah.
And then I like squeezed lemonade. They're like my go-to tutti frutti kind of colours. But I'm trying to be a bit more adventurous. And I've done a really cool Halloween background recently on a card, and trying to just get out of my comfort zone of those 3 colours that I mentioned. So
yeah, absolutely. I mean,
and then we're going to
is actually, funnily enough, if you lost your mojo, sometimes just going a bit outside of your normal box will help bring all that inspiration back again.
Yeah, definitely.
I think we do get a bit stuck in our ways as such, don't we? And need to experiment a bit more. And colour's a great way of doing that.
And then I'm just going over those just to really get a nice mix. I've got maybe more of the green there, so let's just bring this up, just so we break that up a little bit more. Bring it up into that other letter. There we go. So we're going to break it up anyway. The happy, it's going to go in the middle, but something like that anyway. It's just a very quick way to show you there.
Gorgeous.
Yeah, probably have a bit more there, but anyway. And then the focus wasn't the design underneath, but I would definitely tack that down with a spray adhesive, and then you would definitely be able to save that. But I think we still won't have it too bad. There we go.
That's good.
It's actually really good. I mean, if you're going to look at the detail, but you've got 2, so just cut that out. In fact, that's quite a nice, like,
I was going to say,
I even love the outer part as well. So yeah,
absolutely.
There you go. Okay, and then just grab a card blank.
I love something's just gone flying across Sam's desk there. I don't know what it was.
Oh, bit of tape, I think it was.
Yeah, okay. That's okay then.
And then I'm going to trim this down. So let's just trim around. I'm just going to follow the lines. So I can see there. Just take a little bit off. Just to bring it in. So I've got a border on the card. And then the top. There we go. And then now, yeah, I've got a nice little frame. So stick that one down. And what I would do with this one is I'm just going to pop my glue between there. You could also put this all on double-sided sticky sheets and then take the backing off. So you've just got one big sticker. But this is going to be fine.
Okay.
And then on the bottom. And then
beautiful. I love that. That white coming through, particularly on the darker colours at the bottom, is really striking.
Nice, isn't it? A little bit wet still, so just be careful with that. And then with this piece here, I'm just going to grab a little bit of scrap white and I'm just going to stick that, use this tacky glue instead. Just again. Was that some DIY going on, Lou?
No, that's my air conditioning unit.
Oh, is that what that is? I did wonder, and I thought, oh, maybe it was just some digging outside.
Oh,
wow.
It's ridiculous. It's so it's off. I've turned it off now, but every now and then it's like, I don't know. I don't know what it does. It just comes to life by itself. I need to figure it out. I'm in a reasonably new office, and I'm still kind of getting used to things. So we'll see. Okay. Eventually, by Christmas, it'll be quiet.
Yeah, which is a nice thing. Okay, and then I'm just going to grab a iron pad for the back of the sentiment, and then I'll quickly cut some stars, and then we are done. So, because I've got to cover that mark up, otherwise that'll bother me. Okay.
Wonderful. So just to remind everybody that we do have the entire collection available on CraftStash. That's these words, but also the 3 card shapes and the marble paper as well. I'm actually keen to ink the marble paper and see what that comes out like if you ink it with pale colours. That might be nice to experiment. Okay. Gorgeous. So
sorry.
No, sorry, you were going to die cut some stars.
Just stars, just so people can see how they look. I did use them. They can see them on the birthday card there as well, but they come in the sentiment set.
So this is actually, did you use the die to cut the card base though, the DL die?
You can do to go straight on top. I didn't. I just had this. I just quickly done it before because I wasn't sure on the sizing that I was going to use. But knowing that the anniversary fits perfectly in that, then yes, you can just cut it.
Yeah.
I'm going to pop one right over this mark here. Because
obviously completely random.
I have to finish the cards. I can't just leave it. So let's just pop that one there, and then we just have one up here. And let's do one just here. There we go. You can do 3 or 5. Always stick with odds personally. That's I prefer odd numbers. But there you have it. Let me just move all of this bits out of the way. Make sure I don't put anything on that card that's wet. But we've got that one. We've got start from the start. So that's the 6x6 that I used. Then we've got the. Where did I put my other one? We've got the DL one there, which is drying, and then it's here right in front of me. That's the 5x7, and then just one just using the sentiments. Really different. And then they're the other 2 that I showed at the beginning. But I'll get photos of these all, and I'll get them to put them on the website.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Sam. Fabulous inspiration as always. When do we see you back?
End of the month for the Showstoppers new Made to Surprise release, which Yay. I'm going to start working on soon.
Fabulous. Thank you so much. We'll see you again very soon. Take care. Have a lovely week.
Thank you, everyone. See you soon. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye. There's lovely Sam Calcott demonstrating the Creative Craft Products Rapid Cards collection. And I mean, it's really rapid. In just over an hour, she's made 4 cards. Super quick. Yes, she did die cut some of the squares and such first, but that really doesn't take any time at all. Now, if you are somebody who makes kits for clubs, for example, this is going to be absolutely ideal for you to do that super fast as well. So think about that. So everything you can see, the details are here. You can buy from here. Don't forget as well, we've got things like free shipping over £30, and we've also, that's in the UK, sorry, and then we've also got the option to use ClearPay. So that's everything. Congratulations to our winner as well. Don't forget to email us or drop us a message with your postal address, and tune in on Friday. That's only 2 days time, because I've got another new collection auction. Now this one's really lovely. I have had it on TV already, and it was just so popular. Some of the dies actually sold out before we got it to the main channel, so keep an eye out for those, and you'll need to be super quick on Friday morning for those. That's one of the new RSPB collections. So I'll see you at 12:30 for that, and of course there's always a chance to win too. So have a lovely rest of the week, everybody, and I'll see you Friday. Take care. Bye bye.